Be mindful of fake accounts. The only way you can book a private reading with me is through my website, spirituallyfittarot.com. I've linked all of my legitimate social media accounts in the description box of this video. Okay, so we got same shit, different day. Same shit, different day. Crying over you. Upset, hurt, sad, hustling. It says focused on money, getting it. So you have somebody here with the inside scoop, or they have taken a closer look, they have taken a closer look at your life. All right, we're about to enter a Mercury retrograde, guys. And I'm going to blame my speech issues on that for now. I feel like this is you. Same shit, different day. Okay, yeah, they're crying over you. You're doing better without them. Okay, they're watching you. They're watching you boss up. They're watching you hit the jackpot, or they're just watching you win here. And there's queen. Oh my God, I cannot talk. There are screenshots, okay, being sent out. We got Queen Rising, unfazed bullying, cyberbullying. Okay. We have this romantic love affair. All right, it says secret lover on it. So somehow or another, this situation is tied to somebody that has been secretly admiring you. But it looks like there's been some bullying. It says you are being bullied online, or there has been suffering. So there's a little bit of bullying happening. And I think, whoever's involved in this, they've been trying to get the inside scoop on you. And all they're seeing is that you are a queen rising or a king rising, whatever. All they see is that you're stepping into your power, that you're praised. All they're seeing is that you're unfazed. They're crying over you, over your hustle, over your stability. So there's nothing anyone can do to knock you off your throne, and they all know it. I don't know why they would want to in the first place, other than, just the obvious reasons: jealousy, hating their own lives, not doing anything about their own situation. So, but it's just whatever this is, it's the same shit, different day. So I feel like you've got.
Can we pause it right there? There's nothing anyone can do to knock me off my throne, to knock me off my game. There's nothing. Okay? That's very true. Also, cyberbullying, that is very true as well. And I'm going to talk about that in a minute.
Used to all of this, right? You've gotten used to having the spotlight on you, or you need to get used to it. Okay, you're stepping into your power. You're coming up here. Now, a lot of y'all tell me that the reading resonates later after you watch this. So if it's not resonating now, come back and watch it in the future, because that happens quite often. Let's see what else I can get. But yeah, people are watching you, and all they're seeing is that you're unfazed, you're a queen rising, you're a boss daddy. Okay, you're in hustle mode. You're nothing they do or say. They're spending all this time trying to figure out how to take you down, or they're spending all this time, watching you or bullying you or spreading false information about you. Meanwhile, you're just a queen rising. I mean, look at celebrities, guys. We're going to use that for instance. Look at all the celebrities that get constantly attacked and talked about, and they're successful. So, I mean, how many of them do you think really actually care about what the lower dimension people have to say about them? You reach a point to where it doesn't bother you anymore, because it is what it is. They are who they are, and you are who you are. Look at this, the Magician, the Star. So
that would be
whatever's happening is definitely connected to your path for sure. Okay, so I definitely feel like everything that has happened the way it was supposed to happen. We got the Queen of Wands. So do the things you can do to focus on your healing, but I'm just getting the sense of right now, this is about stepping into your power. Right now, this is about stepping into the most present, courageous, healthiest version of yourself, okay? You can definitely transmute this energy with that magician. You can definitely turn whatever's happening to you. You can turn it into gold, or you can turn it into something positive for yourself. You can definitely turn lemons into lemonade here. So Spirit Guide Universe, tell me more. The Knight of Cups. Yeah. So, I mean, there is something here about someone trying to block you. They tried to block you. You may have went into hermit mode here to try to do some soul searching here. Yeah, look at this. Multiple people. Jump the gun on something. So multiple people may have took a narrative and ran with it. And they didn't do their fact checking or researching before they supported whatever was being said here. Somebody didn't think something through, it feels. Why the Knight of Cups?
Over here, then.
The Strength card. Give me one moment here, guys.
Okay, I just want to say one thing, though. I want to say one thing about... Look, she's got a cat's tail on her screen. Come on, baby. Come on, over here, over here. I just want to say one thing. Which is about the cyberbullying. There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it that someone or some people or whoever it is has decided to come at me on the internet, and every part of the internet that I go to is slanted against me. And I just want to say the latest development with that, though, is I have deleted my Grindr account. I'm not going to be wasting any more time on that platform, because literally the only people, and I use that term loosely because they're not people, it's been determined that these are fake bot, like BOT, AI generated, AI like scammer fake accounts on Grindr that come off like transgender trannies, okay? And it seems that everyone on Grindr is experiencing this. It's not just me. Everyone is saying how they're getting inundated with communications from these fake tranny accounts. And so, I mean, myself included, so I'm experiencing that too. But it's not just the fake tranny accounts. It's also the real accounts from people who are trying to scam me, okay? When they show interest in you, and then they're like, oh, well, I don't have any gas money, but if you send me $20, or the last one was asking for $30, if you send me money, you know, then I'll be able to buy gas and come over and fuck you, basically. And as if I would fall for that. Like, as if. But so there's that, and there's people who are just fishing for information, people who are fishing for photos. You know, the handful of real accounts on there from guys looking to hook up with other guys, they are, like, that I've interacted with, the handful that they are real local guys, okay? They're so fucking judgmental. They're so condescending. They're so convinced of their superiority. Like, that it makes me sick. Like, I wouldn't want to have anything to do with them. So that's all there is on Grindr. Okay, those are the real ones that they literally make me sick because of how how holier than thou they are, and then there's the ones who are just trying to scam you out of money, and then there's the ones who are just outright not even real accounts. Okay, so and all these trannies. So I'm not gonna be on there anymore. I'm just not doing that. Um, it's a waste of my energy, quite frankly, to be on a platform like that. And I just have to question, like, why can't Grinder get it together with all these fake tranny accounts? Like, loads of these are real accounts now. I'm talking about real accounts from local gay guys. Loads of them have told me that they've had the same thing, that they get nothing but, like, well, they not nothing but, that's an exaggeration, but they get overwhelmingly the interactions that they're getting on Grinder are coming from these fake tranny accounts. So if Grinder can ban me for life for expressing support for Trump, but they can't get a handle on all these fake tranny accounts, which is literally ruining their platform because people are not on there by and large looking for trannies. Okay. And it's one thing to have one or two or a handful of them on there who are could be actual real trannies who want to be on there. That's one thing. Okay. But that's not what's going on. These are like the platform is totally saturated and taken over by them. And they're not even real accounts for real people. But Grinder can't do anything about it. But wants to charge you money just to be able to see more accounts locally or to be able to, do basic things on the platform. They want to charge you every time you turn around, but they can't clean up their platform from all these fake trannies. So I couldn't be. I'm sure that that's part of the reason why I can't connect with people on there as well, because the real guys, the local guys, I'm not the only one walking away from it. It's a waste of time. Okay, back to the video.
Because here you are riding in on your white horse with an offer. Okay, here you are coming in with a cup of love. I feel you were nothing but loving to these people. And
yeah, and they sabotage themselves by sabotaging
you know
me.
what song's
Yes.
coming to mind? Canceled by Taylor Swift. Because I heard the lyric, let's effing off her. Let's take her down. That's what this is. It's like a mob of people wanting to take you down.
Yep. And how let's just comment on that. How pathetic of them. Like, you have to be a really big fucking big loser to want to take someone down who's done nothing but offer love to you, and that you need to do it where you're coming at that person in a group. So then you're basically admitting that you're weaker than that person. The only way that you can bring them down is if you team up with others and it's a whole group of you against one person. That's the only way that you have a chance of bringing them down. And at the end of the day, you still can't bring them down. But that, you made a good attempt there. And but like, you have to be an epic loser off the charts to even attempt something like that.
Because they're very jealous, envious. Okay, and the Hermit is an energy of you withdrawing. You withdrew. But I see you confidently coming through with some sort of offer, okay? What is this offer? Temperance, balance. What is this offer? Seven of Cups. The Tower. Ten of Cups. Guys, it looks like there may be some confusion going on for you, okay, if this is your reading. So, you know, if I'm taking too long, you guys can hold down on the video and fast forward it, okay? I do need a minute here. And I don't know where my pen is, okay? And sometimes I need my pen. Where's my pen? Well, I don't know. So we're gonna use this pen. Okay. So yeah, I'm seeing here that you unknowingly walked into a situation here with strength and confidence. Okay, it may have taken you courage to face a situation. Something.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm proud of the courage I've shown in Kamloops. I didn't know how courageous I was until I experienced some of the things I've experienced here.
It was supposed to. That is blatantly clear here. Okay, and there's something about your character, your confidence, your poise, your grace. There's something about your energy being different. And it was very confusing for some people. And your mere presence created an illusion. It casted an illusion over a mob of people here. You know. And I'm a firm believer 9 times out of 10, not always, but 9 times out of 10, you know, especially when people don't know you that well, they're going to believe about you, whatever they want to believe about you, whatever. They're going to twist the story about you, however it appeases their ego, unless they're a consciously aware person, which most people aren't. They're going to spin a narrative about you to make themselves feel better. They're going to essentially try to, in any way possible, for their own ego purposes, make you out to be something less than special, right? It's just very interesting because I feel whatever happened here, there was some sort of misunderstanding or illusion. This does look like a massive misunderstanding on multiple people's parts here. And I feel they attacked you over this misunderstanding. And the Hermit being here, this may have caused you to withdraw, or maybe you were already withdrawn. This is interesting to me because I feel whatever is happening here, it's not as it seems, or whatever thoughts or emotions you're experiencing, if they are negative and if they are extreme, like panic or things like that, just I want you to know that that's not. Be mindful of paying attention to things that do incite fear and panic, okay? Mm-hmm. Headlines, titles, things like that. I'm just going to throw that out there because I see it here. And so I just feel like do be mindful of those types of things. I wouldn't associate with it if I were you, for the simple fact that if this is your message, I do feel there's some type of illusion that's being casted over you, and it has to do with this situation. And it's almost like, you know, it could be a force coming up against you. Got the Lover's Judgment. Something's about to come to a conclusion here. And then we have the Page of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Something's going to be coming to a conclusion. Something's going to be balancing itself out. What is this 3 of Pentacles? I feel like your main message is don't believe every thought you think. Okay. I feel like your main message is if you are in this energy of feeling very confused and off, it may be time to withdraw from everything from the world, to go within and do some soul searching. Obviously, sit with your emotions, right? Because you can take every situation in your life as a means to, let it mirror back to you parts of yourself that you still need to discover.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how you become a powerhouse of a person,
Right.
is you take every situation that gets thrown at you and you
Use it to grow from.
allow it to, you use it to personally develop and spiritually develop.
Right.
And sometimes these experiences can be very rough. Sometimes these experiences can feel very difficult. It's not easy. And it looks like you are getting stronger.
Well, and it just shows how low and weak those people are.
It looks like you are getting stronger, and it looks like you are moving forward. Maybe that's something you can't see right now. Maybe when you're in the middle of this, you can't see that you are actually still moving forward. You are handling something with grace, and you're handling it better than most people would, right? You have a lot more strength to you than I think you actually realize right now. Your character, you have a lot of strength and resilience. You have a lot of strength to your character. Mm-hmm. And I do see you are stepping into some newfound confidence and strength. Mm-hmm. And it's going to really confuse people, especially people who were used to a weaker version of you. So what happens? Well, you got these people here that are mobbing up, or you got these people here that want to knock you down, unfortunately. I mean, that's not the best message to hear, but that's what it is. And they want to knock you down due to some sort of misunderstanding, for sure. It does look like there was a misunderstanding here.
Yeah, but it's a deliberate misunderstanding on their part, because if they wanted to understand, nobody has questioned me. Nobody has asked me to clear anything up. They deliberately want to misunderstand, like she said, to construe things to benefit their own ego, because it's about their ego, puffing their ego up, because at the end of the day, they know that I'm stronger than them. They know that they are weaker than me. And so they're revealing their weakness by coming at me as part of a group.
Okay. Yeah, the moon. This is an illusion, a misunderstanding. Someone's feelings got the best of them. Now, we have this 3 of Pentacles and the 6 of Swords. It's going to smooth out. Things are going to, whatever is happening, things are going to smooth out for you. This is getting to calmer waters. And I feel like you've actually been divinely guided throughout this whole situation. So just know that it's been divinely guided, and you have been put through some sort of initiation. What is this illusion? Why was this illusion casted? Why was this illusion casted? Okay, so we got a Page of Wands here. Page of Wands. You make someone feel small. Okay. The Devil. So there was an intentional illusion casted over you.
Intentional.
This was very strategic and very intentional. I do feel somebody was out to try to tarnish your name, reputation. I do feel like somebody here, yeah, wow, very envious of your power, of your success, wow, of how connected you are to yourself. For some of you guys, this person specifically could have been envious of somebody else being interested in you. Now, I am reading this as you just being very well balanced. You have a good balance of your feminine and masculine energy. And I feel this person saw that you were somebody that was incredibly powerful and they just wanted to take you down.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is to it. And be grateful that you don't understand why people do this. If you're someone sitting there and you're like, well, I don't understand why somebody would do that, be grateful that you don't understand that mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Be grateful.
Mm-hmm.
But this illusion was definitely casted by somebody here that just, they feel small.
Mm-hmm. Well, they are.
And, you know, I could throw around the word narcissist. You know, they could be one for sure. But at this point, I feel this is just evilness. You know, this is just somebody that wanted to put you in some type of mental prison, wanted to just back you into a corner.
And what they're doing, they may be doing that, but like she said, I'm going to grow from that and like get stronger as a result. So it's not going to, I'm not going to stay in that position. And they, for themselves, are earning bad karma. So they're hurting themselves ultimately in the end by doing this.
That's all. And it had to do with them feeling small. This can be a very mischievous energy. And when the Seven of Swords is clarifying it, it's definitely some sort of instigator. It's a drama starter. That's what happened here. They wanted your name to be chained to some sort of narrative. Wow. Somebody doesn't like how people looked at you. And they want people to see them the way people see you. Mm-hmm. And so what they did was they tried to tarnish your character, your reputation, so they can step into your shoes and be seen the way people saw you, but you're not even the same version of yourself anymore since you have left. So they're trying to step into an old version of you because you have gotten stronger. You're a different person. You keep moving forward. So whatever shoes this person is trying to wear that are yours, they're not even your shoes anymore. You've outgrown these shoes. So it's like somebody doesn't like the way other people liked you, and they wanted to be seen the way people saw you. So they tried to switch some sort of narrative and tried to paint an image of you to get people riled up, to get people to hate you.
What do you say about the people that fell for it, though? Like, they're pretty dumb, too, aren't they?
Why the Seven of Swords? I'm sorry, the Seven of Wands, Queen of Wands. Yeah. I keep hearing that song canceled. Specifically the part where she says, let's effing off her. Where they say tone deaf and hot, let's effing off her. It's just a metaphor. I'm not saying anyone's tone deaf here, but it's like I feel somebody here was just mad. And we got the Lovers, the Star. Wow, the Empress. The choices that were available to you, you know, you definitely have a lot of love offers, a lot of love choices. That could be something that really bothered this person. Yeah, look at that. It was the choices that you had that they feel they didn't. So somebody saw you as competition here. Okay. So it looks like the Three of Pentacles, everyone's learning a lesson in this situation and it's going to smooth over. Give me one more for the outcome here. Yeah, and you're walking away, or you need to, okay? You have this Eight of Cups. You could be walking away in disappointment, okay? But you need to walk away. It's definitely time. And I feel like if this is your message, you were already feeling that way before. And the Tower could be something where it's like, well, now you've got to walk away. Or that's what's going to come if you don't willingly listen to what your intuition is telling you. You're walking away towards something better. So yes, this is a little disappointing, right? It's not what you wanted with the Eight of Cups, but where you're headed, there's so much more stability. It's way better. Okay, you're walking into the 10, you're walking away from disappointment into the 10 of Pentacles. The world. Your life's about to upgrade. This is definitely needing to be a thing of the past. And sometimes that sucks. I get it. Sometimes that sucks. Sometimes walking away from things, especially when you feel forced to, it sucks. However, I want you to know that whatever is happening here, there was an illusion casted over you because somebody instigated some sort of drama. They spun a narrative because they saw you as competition and they wanted to quite literally be what it is that everyone saw in you, but you're not even that version of yourself anymore. So they're trying to wear an old pair of shoes that don't even fit you anymore. And this is also kind of like big fish in a small pond ordeal.
Right.
You're too big for this area, or you're getting too big for it, and it's time to leave it behind.
What would all these losers do? What would all these losers do if they didn't have a whole posse of people backing them up simply because they're all from Kamloops, right? Like if they had to be the one, if they had to fight their battles on their own, the way that I do, they'd crumble in a day. They can't function without having a big group who's unquestionably loyal.
The situation. So I want to leave you with this. Just know that all the right people see you accurately. I promise you. Anybody that believes anything that is said about you, especially when they have seen differently, but anyone that believes anything that is said about you, and if they are somebody that is an aware person, they're able to see where the intention is coming from. They may not say anything because they don't want to get involved, but I want to tell you, all the right people see you correctly. And anyone who chooses to believe an illusion, they are just, one, exposing their own hearts, and two, they want to not like you because, I mean, you're everything that they want to be and they're not. So when this type of jealousy and rage takes place within a person, they'll do anything to appease their ego to make themselves feel taller than you, better than you. But deep down, they know the truth. But it's almost to the point to where people are lying to themselves about you so they can feel better about their own existence. I also want to know anyone who is bonding over this type of energy, it is a trauma bond and it will end badly. Excuse me. Anyone who is bonding over their hatred or jealousy of another individual, if you remove yourself from the situation, the problem is going to stay there because these people do not change. You can remove yourself from the situation and then they're going to find another target because that's what keeps their bond together. So 1000%, all of the right people see the truth. Honestly,
the biggest group
and anyone who doesn't want to see the truth, they just don't want to see the truth. Okay. I'm going to pull, Moonology here. Let's see. What do you need to hear? How should we end this message, Spirit? What do you want to leave them with? Okay. Wow. It says the end of a tough cycle approaches. I have chills. The end of a tough cycle approaches. And then we have look at the bigger picture. The end of of a tough cycle approaches. Look at the bigger picture. So this is such a small issue compared to the whole map, right? They're showing me a map of the world. And this is just like a blip on your journey. Maybe it doesn't feel that way right now, but whatever's taking place, this is just a little blip. And it's the end of a tough time. The good news is the worst part is over. Look at the bigger picture. The worst part is over. You're headed to bigger and better things. So I'll see you in the next one.
And one of these losers, some of them or one of them.
Hi, y'all. My name's Christina.
Could have come with me on my way to bigger and better things, but they chose that they would rather ruminate with hate and envy with other losers like them. That's what they chose. But yeah, I'm off Grindr because it's a fucking waste of time.